Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon season 4, episode 6, or Danmachi season 4? And finally, I have made video reviews of the anime again after being absent for about 3 weeks. So hopefully from here on out I can make video reviews of the anime consistently, so let's hope that is the case. But let me start the review by saying that this episode 6 was kind of a weird episode, was kind of an outlier episode compared to the other episodes we have seen until now. I mean, apart from the first episode, but the second, third, fourth, and fifth episode have been pretty much consistent in their content, in the sense that they are very similar in what they are showing us, in what they are presenting us, because in general you can say that those episodes are all about advancing the plot, about action, about fights, of course, and things of that nature, while seeing a little bit more of Bale and his familia and other familias interacting with each other and trying to overcome challenges. But this episode was an outlier in the sense that it didn't do anything of that. I mean, I guess it makes sense in the sense that the last episode was the ending of this mini arc, of the cave arc, if you can call it like that, of them venturing into, or I should not say cave, but of them venturing into lower floors. So yeah, I guess it makes sense when you think about it. But yeah, it is weird. It's an outlier episode compared to the last ones. And to be honest, it did what it set out to do. It basically set out to set out the next arc, if you can call it like that, because at the end of the episode we get a little hint of what may come in the next coming episodes. Because yeah, like I said already, the ending of the episode was kind of like a setup of what is about to come. But even before that, the episode as a whole was just for you to relax and, you know, get to know a little bit more about the characters, about Bale, and what his situation is currently like. Because I mean, I guess that is the other motive of the episode, aside from, you know, setting up the next arc, is also to demonstrate us what is Bale like. Because like I said already, the episode focuses only on that, seeing Bale interacting with other people, seeing his popularity, seeing that everybody, well, basically praises him, which of course is also very shocking, because the anime started with him being not that popular, to be honest. A lot of people hated him, made fun of him, and now, I mean, this episode again is another representation more clearly of how famous he is, of how powerful he is, of how he's being praised by everyone, not only by his immediate companions, but also by the people that surround him, the more, if you can call it, faraway people. And even more to that, we get to see that he's famous with the goddesses, with the gods of the Danmachi world, because we see in the episode that the goddesses are having a meeting to basically assign names to new people, and one of them is going to be Bale. And of course, everybody's talking about that. He's the main well talk of the meeting, and everybody is saying that, well, we should name him this, we should name him that. And again, this is a demonstration of how popular he is, because even when he's not necessarily in screen, they are still talking about him, because that was the case with the goddesses and the gods. And I mean, Hestia was all angry because she didn't want anyone to name him something really bad, which of course I guess nobody wants that either. And the name ended being Rabbit's Foot, if I'm not remembering wrong, which is kind of weird but expected at the same time. So yeah, I mean, and there were worse names of course than Rabbit's Foot, so at least he didn't get the worst out of all of them, so I guess you can say that on his favor. And I mean, even Bale himself is not mad or disappointed or anything of his name. And yeah, I mean, that is basically the episode, showing us how popular Belle is. And they managed to pull it off by using Lily, because again, throughout the whole episode, Lily was trying to basically talk to Belle, but she couldn't, because Belle was occupied talking to other people of his familia and other people in general. So yeah, I mean, that is a way they are showing us that he is Not the same person that we saw in the first season. So yeah, poor Lily didn't get to talk to him until the end. And I guess that is basically everything that happened in the episode. There wasn't anything that surprising, that shocking aside, from the ending. In where we see supposedly Ryu attacking a person. I don't think she's necessarily attacking him. I mean, the scene that it was shown at the end of the episode kind of hints at that, but I mean, the anime can also trick us into thinking that, so let's see if that's the case. It is kind of surprising to see that I guess now Ryu will have the spotlight or more of a protagonist role. Although when you stop and think about it, it is not necessarily surprising because I guess she has had some relevance in the past and she has been shown more than a couple of times to earn herself be a protagonist at least of half a season. So yeah, I guess I should retract what I said because yeah, she's more important than she appears to be, because yeah, we have unfinished business with her because in the past when she was introduced we didn't really know what was exactly going on in her life. We got little hints that she was seeking revenge and that she was trying to destroy familias or people, I should say, that destroy her whole familia. But yeah, that was the extent that we knew at that point. So I guess this new arc will reintroduce her and get a little bit deeper into her story, into her background, into her motives of maybe why she's doing the things that she's doing, why she potentially killed the person that we saw in this episode. So yeah, I mean, I guess it does kind of make sense now that I think about it. So hopefully we can see more of her, and I don't know, maybe she can develop into one of my favorite characters and your favorite characters, because she's actually really interesting as of right now, as of what we know of her right now. So with her now getting a full half a season to her name, maybe that will make her even better. But again, that is everything that happened in the episode. Not too much to talk about, a pretty straightforward episode at that. And I mean, not a bad episode, not a good episode either. And in general, it set out to do what it wanted to do. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and I guess I'll see y'all in the next episode review.